Hi, my name is Caleb, and I'm going to be doing why I like Mr. Solaris' classroom. So, first of all, this is a huge thing, that we are a student-led classroom. We are a student-led classroom is meaning we time our own transitions, we take down our own lunch break, we see when we have a cart, we give each other reminders about, hey, we're being too loud, we need to quiet down. And just regular things like that make us not based after Mr. Solar, so that he doesn't have to say everything. He doesn't have to do everything. Like, we do the announcements in the morning. We do our jobs at the end of the day. Like, we know how to resolve problems by ourselves, so that Mr. Solar doesn't have to get involved too often. Just regular things like that. Also, one of the things is that we learn off our feedback, and that goes on with let's say I think that let's say for Passion Time I'm doing a project and I want to use a glue stick because we're a student, or it's like, let's say I want to close the blinds because it's too bright. We could close the blinds and if he has a reasoning not to, he'll just give us feedback, and that'll help us, so we'll know next time. But we just do things, and we know, we don't get, the feedback isn't, yelling. It's just saying, hey, maybe do this next time instead of, doing this. Just regular things like that. And, we always try to remember our feedback, and we try not to get too defensive, because we know that feedback is just trying to help us instead of trying to bring us down. You should have a growth mindset. And, also some of, the activities we do. Skills 21. Skills 21 is extremely fun, because it's a game way of teaching us 21st century skills, and I feel like if it's in a game way, it's more easier to understand, because it sticks in our mind more, because we like games. It's something that we like to do. Also, I like Colonize Mars. It was a simulation. It was an extremely, really fun simulation about us going to, trying to colonize Mars, and, we had to, pack our own bags. We had to we can only have a certain amount of personal items, a certain weight. But for our work items, we each had jobs. So for our work items, we could have unlimited things. But I was an aeronautical engineer, so I would maybe bring tools that would be able to fix an airplane engine, or extra buttons or things like that will help us on Colonize Mars. So, and we have to make not even inventions, but let's say if there's a bunch of radioactivity, we would have to make we designed an underground bunker with 3 feet of lead, so that should keep radiation out of us. We have to research a lot for it. Also, I really like DQ World. It was a gateway to teach us technology safety. Don't put our last name online. We gotta be careful. It also taught us about cyberbullying, how to prevent cyberbullying, and how to handle cyberbullying, and if you see someone, how you can help them. Things like that, like technology safety, and how we shouldn't be mean over technology. So things like that, and how you should, if let's say you have an online friend. I have plenty of online friends. I play with my classmates sometimes online too, because I know them. But I'd say if you have a random person that you're just playing a game with, they're like, hey, you want to meet up here? Things like that, how you shouldn't do that, because you don't know who they are. Maybe, what if they're trying to rob you or something like that. I really like this, how we are a technology classroom. We are a technology classroom, meaning that we are based off using lots of technology. We do lots of blog posts. We basically, sometimes we have the cart checked in a lot. Our schedule, when our schedule is read, that means we have the cart. We basically have the cart for the whole morning, and then also we have the cart for math. We use technology a lot. Also, we have a camera there, so we can take pictures and upload them at the end of the day. So we have a memory book, things like that. We use technology for lit circles. We use technology for math, for educational games. We use technology in our mornings. Like, we use technology to take notes if we want. Instead of using a notebook, sometimes you can use technology if we have the cart checked out. Like, I could take notes off my computer. I have a bunch of notes, and I could take them. I could take them on a computer instead of taking them on a notebook. We do our writing on a computer. Like, we have like our our free writes. We do our free writes on the computer because my reasoning is because it's easier for me, and it's easier for me to type instead of write because I'm not a great writer, and I'm trying to work on my writing skills. So also that's why important, not just to do writing, but like we use technology for lots of things, especially mainly for blog posts and YouTube videos. Like, I've probably uploaded maybe 100 YouTube videos, a lot. Like, I've uploaded lots and lots of YouTube videos. We at least get like maybe 2 top YouTube videos every week. Oh, with lit circles, you have to do like the least one, but you can also do 2 if you're ahead. So me and my partner, because we were ahead, we did 2 every day, and we have lit circles Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So 2 times 3 is 5. So we at least get 5 videos in every week, which is almost 1 a day. So, or no, 2 times 3 is 6. Sorry, we get 6 videos, which is pretty good. So that just shows how much we use technology in our class, how we are challenged to try to get better all the time, instead of being defensive about our feedback and not listening because we only want to hear the good things about what we've done. We have to open up to that because like, we're supposed to know that feedback is not supposed to bring us down. It's supposed to help us get better at what we're doing. Like, let's say I used to be super defensive about my soccer because I don't like hearing bad. I used to not like hearing bad things about my soccer, like how I'm doing in soccer. So I'll just never read the paper they give you, and that caused me not to get better. And I wouldn't want to listen to like tips from my coach if I'm doing something wrong, because I did think I was just doing everything right. Things like that. A rear gymmicle. So rear gymmicle is something we do at the end of the day. So so first thing we do at the end, like we pick our transition time, and then we'll on the board we'll write home. Someone will do the homework thing. So someone will write homework on the board, and then so we'll do give me 5, give me 5. What do we have for homework? And then like people will give ideas about our homework, and we have to do the due dates and stuff of when they're due, and we'll write them in our assignment notebook. After we're done with the homework, we'll go over to the table right there, like the hexagon table with the chair. And so the first thing we do, we have to get a goal idea. Here, let me go get our goal. So our goal here is try to listen to loud and quiet, give me 5. So we'll have to come up with the goal. Everybody will share the idea, and the evaluator is like in charge of everything. So they'll pick which they think is the best goal, which we need the most, and then we'll write it down on this little board right here. And then also we'll write it down in a big a big piece of paper, so we have like all the goals from the past weeks and months. And then after that, we have a checklist. Man, I wish I could go to the checklist, but I don't know where they keep them. Okay, so but the checklist is like, how do we do on today's goal, positive or negative? How many computers were in the wrong places or had their cords plugged in wrong? How many chairs were inside? And things like that. And then the person will say positive or negative. And then the crowd will answer, like, let's say if we did good, how about our goal? They'll say positive. And if the evaluator thinks it's positive, he'll go positive 1 or positive 2. And if the group thinks they did really good, they'll say positive 2. But if they think we did like so, they'll say positive 1. Same goes with negative. Like they'll pick which one they think we did good. And you don't really argue with the evaluator. You can like politely disagree or share your evidence, but you can't make the evaluator change. You could just give them your opinion. And then after that, we do announcements. We don't usually get to announcements, but sometimes we do. Like, we'll do announcements like, Like, we have a bunch of announcements, try to be a comfy question, try not to cheat, bring in all school property back tomorrow, and like use common sense, things like that. We usually have more, and we'll just name the announcements, and if we have extra time, we'll just pack up. But when the bell rings, everybody packs up, and I actually get to do the job. I stand by the doorway and say, like, did you, like, Jamaica? Like, that stands for jobs, mail, chair, lunch. They got, like, did I get my job? Did I get, like, did I do my job? Did I get the mail? Jamaica. Did I reset the room? Yeah, you could say read Jamaica also, but did I reset the room? Did I get my lunch? And did I stack my chair and stuff? They'll just think about those things. And if they forgot the next day, if there's too many people, I'll make a list. But I'll just remind them, and they'll go check again. And that's basically the end of the day. Next is Mystery Skype. This is my favorite activity, probably. The reason I like this so much is it's so fun to learn about the other classes, and it's so fun to try to guess like where they go to school and stuff. Recently, we like by question 14, we were already guessing at their city, we were already guessing at their city because we guessing like. Not guess, like we'll use our, like let's say if they have a Canadian flag because I accidentally didn't notice that they haven't, we won't use that. Like an example, some of our questions are like do you go to school west of the Mississippi River or something, or like do you go to school in a state that starts with like A through P, something like that, and we'll try to narrow it down. And then like with our questions we always try to eliminate half at least. So that's what Mystery Skype is, and we just try to find out first what country, next what city, next what school, next their teacher's name. We've never actually got to their teacher's name. But yeah, so next is like, we have, I think, here, so like, right there, like you see the giant books behind me, we have a huge library of where you can pick out books. So the time I probably most read is lit circles. Like we have to do, I already talked about lit circles, but it's like the reason I like reading, like how we get to read so much. And then next is jobs. I really like doing our jobs. Like my job is the complete opposite of what I do, but everybody does every job. Like, not the same person does evaluate, not the same person does computer. We need to make sure that we're switching off. Like, different people are doing much different, like, jobs and stuff. Next is comfy chairs. So right now, I'm actually sitting on a ball chair. So the reason I like comfy chairs is it lets us get our energy out. Like, I can bounce around, and I don't tend to bounce around in videos, so it's kind of distracting. But like, you can bounce around and roll around. And there's like another comfy chair right there. It's just the office chair, and they're really comfortable just to roll around on. And it just helps us get our energy out while focusing at the same time. And let's say two people on a comfy chair, they'll just rock their scissors, nothing else. Like, I think that we're pretty good at like just resolving our problems quickly. Like, let's say 3 people get to it, one person will just say, "Oh, I'll just get it next time," or sometimes if they can't decide, they'll just make a compromise. Let's like at 10:30 you can have the ball chair or something like that. And that's what comfy chairs are, like special parties. We just had a party yesterday. It was 100-degree party. Like, it wasn't actually 100 degrees outside, but it was like a party because like the sub evaluates the city. Will give us if it's a whole day out of 15 degrees, I believe it's just the morning. If it's just the morning, I believe it's just out of 9. Or yeah, I think it's just out of 9. So if we get to 100 degrees, we get a party. Like, we could just bring in our technology. We can bring in food, snacks. Mr. Sonic can give us snacks. We can bring in our own snacks. We got to watch The Greatest Showman on the like up here. And then yeah, next is the thank you board. The thank you board. So like at the end of the day, you know how I said about that checklist thing? Well, like if we get this much positives, we'll add them all up, and then we'll add them to the thank you board. Like, we'll color in, each one is for one tiny box. So like each row we get is a prize, and like that prize, like one of the, so like one of the things like we got one of our prizes taken away because we weren't acting good, but because we got so much as a thank you and we're actually tough on ourselves, we got it back because we did good with it. And then next is passion time. I love a passion time. Right now, me and my partner are doing a passion time about can we build a model rocket ship. I'm just searching for it. I thought it was here, but it's can we build a model rocket ship and make a website on it. So we've done a lot of past passion times. Passion times is like so you pick a topic of what you want to do. Like another example.
You can be uploading the other
Another example is like can I draw optical illusions on a piece of paper and fool people? It's just simple things like that, and we'll make a blog post about it with our video or reflection or KWH, which stands for what do I already know? You do this in the beginning. What do I already know? What do I want to learn, and and how will I learn it? Then you do an LAQ, which is what have I learned? LAQ, and then learned. The Q is questions, and the A is what have I learned? What questions do I still have? And something else. And then next is the schedule. So the schedule just helps us keep track of time and stuff, and like know when we have to transition. And then we do all these games. Like right now we're doing Summer Slugger on future goals and things like that. It's just like little games that we get to do in math. And then Oregon Trail, which is a simulation after colonized Mars, but we're going on the Oregon Trail and we have to pack our bags and stuff and things like that. And then Gimme Fives. Gimme Fives is something like, let's say we haven't announced it on Facebook. It's like Gimme Five, Gimme Five. We have to, use an example, bring property back tomorrow. Bring to a property back tomorrow. Or a different example is like, well, let's say if we're being too loud, we'll give me five, we're being too loud. Just things like that to remind us, or to say, hey, we got to transition right now. Things like that. Blog posts. Blog posts are just a way that we don't have to do worksheets. I like them much better because I'm not a fan of worksheets at all. So blog posts will usually have a video and some reflection questions. It's just questions about it and we'll just answer them. Top's probably 10. Tops is probably 10 reflection questions. It's not that bad. It's just another way to so we don't have to do worksheets. No homework. We don't get assigned homework unless we're not doing anything. Or unless we're we missed a deadline, we'll just have to do our homework at home. Next is Mr. Solaris' funny stories. He'll tell a lot of stories, just about social emotional skills and stuff. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoy our classroom. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.